Oh, so you want a Senate confirmation hearing recap? Well, you came to the right place. We'll probably even talk a little bit of XRP and other crypto price action at the end.
You need to stop dipping into your ketamine stash.
I say lots of naughty things, so here's your warning.
And what if I don't have a stash, Senator Kennedy? Are you gonna find some for me? Hey, before we get into the crypto news, your comments come first. No. This video's a little different. The comments come from those of you in the live stream that were hanging out. So the shout out goes to all of you. Yeah, seriously. Bitcoin sitting at 87,280, 2014 XP at 234. We're going to talk about the Senate confirmation hearing. Sol at 138, ADA at 73, and the market's kind of underwhelming. Oh, God, I just threw up in my mouth. Hold on. I got to swallow it back down because, yes, Warren took this as an opportunity for her to bang her political drum. She wasn't fucking there about the hearing. She didn't give a crap about anything. She just wanted to take the opportunity to grandstand and rip on Trump and Musk. Lady, the reason we don't like you is because you are so crazy partisan. This goes for both sides of the aisle. Wackos on both sides, we don't want it. We want people like Senator Kennedy, who were cool AF, who asked the good questions. Mr. Scott, the chairman, was also pretty good, just throwing it out there. Now, the panel themselves was not the best. Just throwing it out there. The Honorable Paul Atkins, underwhelming. Seriously, the guy just... he didn't excite any of us. We watched the entire hearing. Dude was boring as shit. Plain and simple. Boring as shit. Didn't wow us at all. The other people that were on the panel, they hardly got talked to because everyone was grilling Atkins. Yeah, that's seriously what you saw here. These other players out here didn't have much time to speak. It was kind of lame. I gotta be honest with you. Now, were there some good gems in this whole thing? Yeah, there were. Oh, God, Warren. But you had people out there. She was good. Her questions were legit. But we didn't really talk about crypto. We didn't really talk about it. It was a lot of partisan BS, and that stuff gets old AF. Kennedy was honestly like the one there who was like really sharp. Economic ninja. Coming at you like a ninja. Kennedy was legit. Did the hearing produce any pumpage of price? No, and I told you it wouldn't. This was about information, how people feel about stuff, what people are going to be douchebags, and what people are actually going to focus on the topics. And we learned that today. We learned what? That our government still sucks balls. That our government is still very ineffective. Our government is still dealing with a whole bunch of shenanigans and shadiness. And this shit ain't going to fix it. Is Atkins going to be the guy that saves crypto? Don't say that. And you're like, Klaus, well, why? I don't understand. You would make a comment like that. Because if crypto is looked at as a commodity, Atkins ain't got nothing to do with that because he's the head of the SEC, not the CFTC. And right now, the nod is that crypto is going to be falling under the purvey of commodities. So, Atkins... he's not going to pump crypto because he's not going to really be in charge of it. Will Atkins look better than Gensler? Ain't hard to frickin' do. You going to be better than the White Sox 2024? Ain't that hard to do. By the way, happening opening day to all of you. Donning my cap off. Gotta watch some White Sox baseball. So yeah, underwhelming. Was it worthwhile to watch? Yes, because we did get a few really good gems. Do you want to watch this entire hearing yourself? If you do, you're welcome to. It's all linked in the description down below. XRP price. We watched it. Melting faces? Grown men will cry? I don't think so, girlfriend. And for the channels out there that are pumping, oh, we're going to go to double digits once we get the announcement from the SEC. Oh, we're going to... No. Quit blowing hopium up people's beeholes. Not good. Bad. XRP needs something. Because 234 ain't going to cut it. When you zoom out, are we happy that we're 5x from our normal price range? Yes, of course. We were floating from 30 to 50 to 60 cents for a long time. So yeah, zoomed out, this is great. But now what? The pump that you see up on the screen is not because of something Ripple did, not because of something unique to XRP. It's because of the Trump election pump. That is why the markets took off when they did, and it all had to do with the optimism of that. But that's not directly related to crypto, is it? That's not projects doing things that are creating utility and usage, right? That's not anyone in this whole gigantic heat map right here doing something where you're like, bro, I gots to get into that. I bets that y'all got a weather app. I bet you some of yous got even a X and an Instagram app. Yeah, you use that. That you're not seeing anything like that coming out on here. Remember those Stanley tumblers? You could at least drink out of the damn thing, even though if you look like a white girl from the burbs. You could at least drink out of it. There was a usage for it. It wasn't just buy it because it was cool. It was cool. I didn't think it was cool personally. I'm just saying. Like, yeah, it's cool, but then you could drink out of it. See, that's what I'm saying. Usage utility. We're not getting that from the blob up on the screen. Are there players deep in the green? Yes, there are. There's Toncoin. Just got a huge injection. I think it was 400 million. So yeah, connecting some wallet action, Toncoin pumps because they're relevant on that action. Pi Network, don't even. 82 cents. Oh, melting faces. Grown men will cry. And why is it always grown men will cry? What about women? What about the 7% of you that are ladies watching? Maybe you want to cry too because of juicy prices. So don't feel left out, ladies. Grown men will cry, so will grown ladies crying, and so will giraffes. It's true. The hearing was fairly underwhelming. There were some gems thrown in there, but overall it was very meh. But the reality is people need to be exposed to that meh. They need to be exposed to the governmental bureaucracy that is, and all the corruption and all the shenanigans out there, the grandstanding and all that. Because let's be real here. The more informed that we are, the more that we see, the more we know how to make better choices in the future. Players out there don't want to perform, don't vote for them. Warren won the election. Do you think a lot of people watch Warren in these hearings? Hell no. Like the people that voted for her? Hell no. They just vote because she's blue and that state is blue. No, be informed. That's why we show this. That's why we show Jerome Powell. That's why we show CPI data so that you can be informed. That's why I bring you bad news. Because if I just brought you good news, I wouldn't be bringing you the whole story, would I? And just like I brought up the example with your kids in the beginning, you want to be fully informed of your kids' lives, your friends' lives, your spouse's lives. You don't want to just hear the good and then all of a sudden out of nowhere be blindsided by some extreme bad. No. You need the good, the bad, the happy, and the sad so that you can make the best decision. So for everyone out there saying, melting faces, grown men, women, and giraffes will cry, they're doing you a disservice. Because they don't have the stones to come behind the camera and tell you bad news. Because they're afraid all their fanboys, girls, and giraffes will leave because they're not pumping them with hopium anymore. That's the corner they back themselves into. No corner backed in here because you know you get everything. Oh yeah, and it's all linked down below in the old ball bag down there. The old comments section, the description section particularly. But shout out to chat. Shout out to the channel members that came in force with the comments. Shout out to all of you. We had like over 1,400 people at one time watching the stream. It was wild. I do apologize for the quality of the stream. My my system going into YouTube was running at 100% efficiency. The signal coming out from YouTube was absolute trash. Absolute trash. So I do apologize for that. Even though it's something out of my control, I am still responsible for the overall production quality of the channel. And since you, the viewer, matter most, that's why I bring it up. So I'm sorry. But I'm also sorry that we're not seeing any good juice from crypto. We're not seeing any good usage or utility. And I keep asking people, what's the utility that players are going to use? I talked about utility with apps, utility with massage gun attachments, utility with tumblers. What crypto utility are we going to get outside of store of value? Loan collateral? You're not using your... How many of you watching right now are using your crypto for loan collateral? Like what, one or two of like the 15, 20,000 plus people? Come on now. How many of you out there are using crypto for speculative reasons, buying low and selling high? I would assume 99.99999, there's a whole bunch of nines there, % of you. Utility is when not only do you invest, but you also use. Right? So like the Weather Channel apps on our phones, we all use it. There's utility there. And a lot of times you don't even have to pay for that. Oh, shit. So now you got to figure out what kind of utility is going to come from crypto. Been waiting a while, haven't we? Choo-choo, bitches.